Is this thing on? Hello, 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 hello. We back with another Genshin stream. Yeah, I was at first going to stream Nod-Krai, on Monday, and then I wasn't able to do that, but now I can. And I also wasn't able to do it last week, unfortunately, but now I can for the second time. I am so incredibly excited for Nod-Krai, you guys, like, so excited. 'Cause it's very interesting how the fandom reacted to it, because on one hand, people were like, what is this? I don't like this. Like, where's Sneznaya? I wanted Sneznaya. Which I do understand, but there's also, like, another part of me that kind of agreed with the devs when they said that, like, their, the story that they crafted just expanded so much that there was no possible way they could properly wrap things up with Sneznaya, and also Conria as well. So I do agree with that. Because, like, you know, even with as much lore bombs and stuff that Natlan had, because it had a lot, it had so much. It's the reason why Nod-Krai became, like, literally one of my favorite regions, which is crazy. But, like, even with all of that, and it probably also had to do with the really kind of shoddy writing that Natlan had, because it did, it really doesn't feel like Nod-Krai is prepared, not Nod-Krai, Sneznaya was prepared to wrap things up. And yeah, again, like I mentioned, I get it, Conria, probably Celestia, it's not the wrap-up of the story, but it is the tail end. It's the last of the 7 nations of Tibet. And I always saw Conria as kind of like the bookend, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I was one of those fans that I actually agreed with the devs on Nod-Krai, and I actually think it is a great idea, especially since, at least according to what they said, their goal is to basically prepare the game for Sneznaya, so that it can be in a state that, yeah, we can be in a state where we can bookend the original story that we first crafted. Cora says they put too much lore and they needed to smooth things out. Yeah, that's more or less what happened. I can't blame them too much because, like, I felt that. I felt that. But, yeah. So, basically what I'm saying is that I am extremely excited for Nod-Krai, can't wait to see what's up. There's a lot of moon lore, which is really, really cool, cannot wait for that. I think the music is just a little bit too high. And, yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say other than let's start! Let's start this off. Alright, let's shut off the music, let's go to the scary infinite void, pop up the game. Achievements, what did I do? I did something. Okay. What's in the mail? What do I have in the mail? Oh, is it like the compensation thing? Oh yeah, I haven't received these. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to be using all of these for Varka. I'm using all of these for, yeah.
No one's joined me on an adventure in ages.
I'm just gonna get all of the stuff, then we move on to...
Let's go!
If you pick the right equipment, you'll work smarter, not harder.
Oh yeah, Flynn's is out. I feel like, I feel so out of the loop with the hype on Flynn's. Look, I literally haven't even started Nod-Krai. I haven't even set foot in there. Maybe he's like the best character ever. But when the Nod-Krai trailer first dropped, literally, like, I was so excited for Varka. I was like, oh my gosh, Varka, yeah, I cannot wait till he comes out. I can't wait. Oh, there's Flynn's guy? Yeah, whatever, who cares? Varka. And then, like, the rest of the fandom is like, who cares about Varka? This guy, this new guy, Flynn's, yo! And I'm sitting here like, huh? Who's this guy? Get him out of here! Although he might surprise me. Who knows?
Let's go find some treasure.
Who knows? Who knows? He might surprise me. But I felt so out of the loop because I'm like, I mean, Varka, I mean, aren't y'all excited for Varky? Like, I'm excited for him. Let's see. Exploration reward. Well, we're gonna start the quest, I promise. I was just like looking at all of the stuff that I apparently received. Cora says he looks like that one flamey guy from Twisted Wonderland. He does. He does. Now, see, the reason why Flynn's hasn't, like, gotten me yet is because, like, let's start the quest. The reason why Flynn's didn't really, like, get my attention very much is A, because Varka's literally been, like, hyped up since the beginning of Mondstadt. I've been waiting for this guy since Mondstadt. But also because, like, I just kind of saw Flynn's as just kind of like he's just kind of like an emo dude. Just an emo bloke. And that worked on me for Kinich. This emo kid, this emo Mayan kid who was a little too pale to be Mayan. And I was like, hey, yo, he looks cool. Let me roll for him.
Good things come to those who don't wait around.
And then Kinich ended up being like the most boring character in all of Natlan. It's true. I'm sorry. It's the truth, okay? It's the truth. I think Kinich's lore is really cool, but his actual involvement in the story was just like, what the? It was so non-existent. So for me, like, the cool emo boy does not work on me anymore.
Hey, Neva. Sorry to keep you waiting.
That is perfectly all right. My data indicates clear skies in the coming days. Current conditions for maritime travel, optimal. I'll be ready whenever you are.
Let's get this show on the whale road.
But are we really gonna set off without telling anyone again?
Isn't that just how we roll? When we're not being tailed by Starfontanian reporters, that is.
Funny you mention it. You'll never guess who Paimon saw on the way over.
Huh?
Hey! You didn't seriously think we'd let you leave without a farewell party, did you?
That's a good
No
point. Why were we
chance.
just gonna leave like that? We weren't even gonna say goodbye. Cora says, you won't be tricked again by fancy designs. Exactly. Exactly. Because here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Like, there's the great war of waifus or meta. I don't play games. I suck at video games. I roll for characters that I like. I roll for characters that I like. Like, I think a character either looks really cool, is really cool, or I just find them super fascinating. I roll for them. And it worked on me with Kinich. Kinich ended up being really boring. So for Flynn's, I'm just kind of like, either you're a really cool character and I'm gonna love you, or you're going to be another Kinich and I'm afraid of that, so I'm gonna save my gems for Varka.
Yeah, come on, Traveler.
Oh my god,
You've
it's
already
you!
made all the preparations. And most important,
Oh my god, it's you.
how dare you try and slip away without first paying your respects to the almighty Dragon Lord!
Hello. Caught red-handed again.
A little bird told us you'd soon be leaving for
Sounds
Nod-Krai.
like a good audio.
So, we asked
balance.
Paimon to give us a heads up before the date of your departure.
So it was you.
You sure it's not time to think about changing that little habit of ours?
Has it really been a habit, though? Like, no, like, I'm serious. Like, I mean, I guess so. But, like, we also had a goodbye in Sumeru. Well, not with all of the characters, with Dea. Eh.
Don't worry, we won't keep you long. Besides, everyone's there already. Shaska, Ion-san, Auroron, even the Pyro Archon herself. You're invited too, Anefa. Shilonen has a special gift for you.
Can't refuse an invitation like that.
Accompaniment request accepted. Shilonen demonstrates excellent massage technique. My impression of her is exceedingly positive.
Wait, so robots like massages too? Or is it just that Shilonen really knows how you're wired?
It's probably that.
Alright, enough with the chit-chat. Let's head to the venue.
Woohoo! Party time!
Hello? Sir, why are you wearing a coat? It's the sweltering heat. You're gonna get a heat stroke with that. That's like me every single time I see somebody in Nod-Krai wearing just like clothing that looks a little bit thick. I'm like, honey, you're getting a heat stroke.
Spit it out then.
Oh, is it Sandrone?
They've set off.
Just as my calculations projected. About time I met this variable in person.
Yes, it is. Hey, it's a volcano. A dance of snowy tides and oh, okay. Okay then.
You know, every time we head to a new nation, there's always a point where it suddenly dawns on Paimon. This is it. The next chapter of our adventure has begun.
Do you guys hear the music in the background?
This time, it was the moment she realized she just polished off the very last of her Saurus crackers. Should have stocked up better at the farewell party.
In other words, Paimon has marked the geographic coordinates from 2 minutes and 40 seconds ago as the boundary between Natlan and Nod-Krai. This deviates somewhat from the official coordinates stored in my database.
Paimon meant more in terms of how it felt on a psychological level. Anyway, what about you, Traveler? When did it really sink in for you? Huh, that actually kind of makes sense.
Wait,
What about you,
wait,
Anefa?
What? What the heck?
Come to think of it, maybe we should be asking the other way round. So, when you came over to Natlan, what was the moment you felt like you'd left Nod-Krai?
You know, what?
In that
Why is
case,
it-
probably when my sensors could no longer detect the moon's power.
Why is it moving by
The
itself?
moon? You mean, that one we can all see in the sky?
Negative. I was referring to...
Can I stop it? Can I stop it? In that case, probably my sense of no power.
Oh,
What the?
wow!
What the heck? What's going on? Why is it doing stuff by itself? What the heck?
Paimon, Traveler, welcome to Nod-Krai.
Whoa. Hey, yo. Hey, yo, that's pretty cool. Yo. Are they trying to make a movie with
That must
this?
be Nasha Town up ahead! That's
The game
place
is
we were
moving,
telling us
literally.
about on the way over, right?
Okay. That's weird. Huh?
That is correct, Paimon. It is also the most bustling commercial hub in all of Nod-Krai.
There's the volcanoes all the way over here. Wait, no, that's Witchcon Island, isn't it? Could this really be... Oh. Oh, we starting off strong right now. Is...
Oh, sounds like the perfect place to start trying out all the local specialties.
Okay, they're throwing everything too fast. I agree, actually.
Huh? Is something up, Traveler?
Paimon,
Oh my god, she speaks.
this is where our spaceship landed when Ether and I first arrived in Tevat.
Yo, okay. Okay. And she speaks. Alright. Yeah. Teku says the game is moving, so they can't let you take a moment. Finally, some lore. I mean, yeah, but whoa.
Huh? Are you sure? But how come you've never mentioned that before?
Let's hear her speak
Seems
again.
pretty important.
Let's hear her speak again.
Paimon, this is where our spaceship landed when Ether and I first arrived in Tevat.
That's crazy.
Well, because those memories are really hazy. All I remember is Ether waking me up and us leaving the ship.
I'm
But
okay.
just now, setting foot on this land, I felt something. The kind of power I sensed in those moments.
Hold on for a second. Sorry. Teku says, the most anticipated moment of this game, the Traveler speaks, literally. Everything is going so fast right now. Hold up. I need to catch up.
Well, because those memories are really hazy. All I remember is Ether waking me up and us leaving the ship. But just now, setting foot on this land, I felt something. The kind of power I sensed in those moments.
Cora says, we used to pray for times like these, literally. This is crazy.
Are you referring to Kuvaki?
What?
Kuva, what now?
The locals refer to it as Kuvaki. It is a unique elemental force found only in Nod-Krai, or rather, a pure, primordial form of elemental energy.
A bit like phlogiston?
That is correct. Another similar concept I have found in my database is the primordial sea.
Okay. Whoa, okay. Primordial sea similar to phlogiston. I mean, that makes sense, I guess. I guess that makes sense. Kind of. Mike W says, Theveler is not merely a lobotomite, praise Paimon.
Legend has it that long, long ago, the moon that shines in the sky above us once rose from the land of Nod-Krai.
Okay.
Modern geological surveys and meteorite studies conducted in the region have since supported this claim.
Okay, I see. I'm like thinking right now, because I had a theory about Kuvaki before. I guess I'm just gonna say it now. In the volcano quest with like Little One and Kukulkan and all that, Kukulkan explains that phlogiston is kind of like a simulated matter. And so it gave me the impression that phlogiston isn't like actual matter, but more so like, well, I mean, just like, yeah, it's a simulation of it. And I remember this is way back, there was like a theory floating around about how the elemental system is not like the natural element that you would think of. So for example, hydro is not water. And like the theory was supported because there's like a thing about hydro slimes, about how people in the desert think that if they eat a hydro slime, they'll hydrate themselves, but it actually doesn't. And it kind of like supported this theory that like, oh, so that means hydro isn't actually water, but it's more so a simulation of water. Just hear me out. And so, and I mentioned this because the elements come from phlogiston. And so I had this like little theory that Kuvaki is the actual legit source of like the actual elements of like, you know, water, earth, fire, not geo, pyro, hydro. I hope that makes any sort of sense. Maybe my theory is out there, but it's just like a small theory I had back when the devs talked about Kuvaki.
So, when you mentioned being able to detect the moon's power earlier, you were referring to Kuvaki?
The plot twist is that it's actually salt. It certainly feels similar to phlogiston, yet somehow different. Maybe they both belong to the light realm that the Lord of the Night mentioned. It makes sense, yeah. Still, this feeling, there's no doubt about it. It's the same power I felt the first time I set foot into that.
Wait, Traveler, you're saying we might actually find your spaceship here? Do you still remember where it landed?
I think it was near a beach.
Nod-Krai is surrounded by the ocean. In other words, it could have been anywhere along its coastline.
There's also a mountain?
Negative. Description still lacks sufficient detail to pinpoint target location.
It could have eroded, maybe.
Hey, it's okay if you can't remember everything right away. After all, it's been a really long time. Let's just do what we've always done.
No,
and
she's
keep
silent
searching
again.
As we explore. Besides, what have you got to fear with your sidekick Paimon still here?
Paimon, stop saying stuff like that because you're really making me think you're the final boss.
I'd be more than happy
Every
to help
time
you out as
Paimon
well.
says stuff like that, I think that. Thank you both.
Our pleasure. Anyway, just knowing that your spaceship's here in Nod-Krai surely counts as a big step forward, huh?
Like we've crossed another boundary?
Paimon couldn't have put it better herself. You sure are a quick learner, Inefa.
If we can find our spaceship, maybe the flight logs could tell us something. At last, a chance to get to the bottom of all this. The truth must be out there, somewhere buried in this land.
Well,
This
as
music!
the best guide in the whole of Tivat, Paimon hereby does solemnly declare, Nod-Krai, here we come!
Hey, yo! I need to check the volume, because... may the force be with you. Oh, thanks. Let me check the volume, because I think I might have lowered it earlier. Nope, it's fine, okay. Maybe it's just... I'll, like, lift it up just a little bit. Ah, man, the music! Yo! Listen to this! It's just like
Let's
with...
go find some treasure.
Shut up, Bennett, shut up. Ooh! That's so cool. Please don't tell. Nod-Krai, if they keep going in this direction, it's probably also gonna be up there with my favorites in the soundtrack. Celtic music is so. Mike W says, if we gotta go back to the ocean, we're really gonna need the scuba gear for this one, boys. Okay, because I always love to do this. I always love to play as the characters who, whoa, look at this area! Sorta kinda low-key relate to what's going on. Do I keep you? I don't know if I want to keep you. I'll keep you for now. Farina makes the normal game too easy, but I keep her when we're fighting people. I don't know if you would be super important. Oh, Arlecchino. Definitely.
An insurmountable problem, I presume.
Because she's the Crimson Moon Dynasty, and we're all about the moon here. We're gonna have her son as well. Bennett is my one and only healer, and since you know what, I guess do I get Nicolette or Farina? Which one? Actually, we're gonna get Farina just for the extra heal.
I knew you'd miss me.
So, triple pyro, but you're a healer, so you don't really count. That's what we're doing.
Ow!
Okay, let's play as Linny. Yeah. Oh, and also Fatui. It works. It works, guys. Yeah. The one thing that I do know about Nod-Krai is, which I'm sure makes discussion about, I guess, cultures a lot difficult. But I just wanted to mention this because I thought it's like a little important to mention, especially when it comes to like the cultural inspirations for Nod-Krai, is that unlike, this is what they said, okay? Unlike other nations that are inspired by specific cultures, Nod-Krai is not. Like the devs mentioned it themselves. They're taking vague aesthetic inspirations from, well, clearly like the Celts, obviously, and also the Baltics as well. They're taking like vague aesthetic inspirations, but the devs have admitted themselves that Nod-Krai isn't necessarily directly inspired by one culture. I just wanted to mention that. Because I feel like, especially when it comes to like, I guess the cultural discussions for this nation specifically, it might be a bit different. Oh, hello.
It just occurred to
Hello?
Paimon. If we were looking to put out a missing spaceship commission, or to learn more about Nod-Krai, wouldn't it make sense to drop by the Adventurers Guild?
Like what I'm trying to say is that like, just because the music is Celtic doesn't necessarily mean that Nod-Krai is going to be Celtic. If that makes any sense. This is what I'm trying to say. Mike W says, albeit it is an amalgamation. Scotland forever. Yes. But yeah, it's basically just kind of like we're taking inspirations from here, there, everywhere, because it's not like one specific thing. Yeah.
The guild is located in Nasha Town. Simply follow this road, and you'll reach it.
Yeah, there's a path.
Huh? What into that is that? Looks kinda like a Sealy, floating around in the air like that.
That is a kuhanki,
Oh,
a species unique to the land of Nod-Krai.
okay.
A Kuhenki? Does she have something to do with the moon, too?
How do you know it's a she, Paimon? I'm just
Indeed
kidding.
it does. According to the Frost Moon Scions, the indigenous inhabitants of this land, the kuhanki, are said to be familiars of the moon goddess,
okay.
leading those who walk in the moonlight's glow to things of great importance.
Okay.
The moon goddess? Don't all people here worship the Tsaritsa?
No, it was a land conquered by the Tsaritsa. I think that's what's up.
Although Nod-Krai lies on Sneznaya's border regions, the people here have held their own unique beliefs since time immemorial. As I mentioned, everything in this land shares a deep connection with the moon and the sky above. The beliefs of the Frostmoon Scions seem to date back to the civilization of the angels. According to the documents in my database, even the 7 Archons did not exist at that time.
That is true.
Wow! So the origin of their beliefs goes back even further than the Archon War?
Yup. Finally talking about this time period.
Correct. At some point, you may come across some statues of their goddess. The Frost Moon Scions carved these as well.
Hey! Looks like she's floating away!
Bye-bye.
I suggest you follow her. The probability of an ordinary person encountering a Kuhenki lies in the single digits. Many here consider them heralds of good fortune.
We follow it and we like instantly bump for like encounter Columbina or something. Holy shit. Oh my god, Mike W, thank you so much for the $50. That is insane. Thank you so much. I don't even know what to say other than yeah, thank you a million times. Anyway, so Mike W says, can't wait for the next Genshin vid, Pep.
Is this
Thank you,
a
thank
travel
you.
guide? Huh. It actually led us to something useful.
Oh, welcome to Nasha Town. Mimi's Bruner's books investment portfolio. A bookstore provides not only knowledge, but also hope. Investment involves risks for sure, but word is that a successful investor of this portfolio has bade farewell to their days of hard labor at the harbor and embarked on a journey across the world. Let's wish this lucky traveler the best. If you're also interested in this investment portfolio, don't miss out. Is this just the rest are okay, the rest are ads.
Are there any particular points of interest?
Oh, it all looks pretty interesting to Paimon. If we have time, she'd love to see, pretty much everything.
Recalibrating route. If we keep following the current path, we will arrive at an area of scenic beauty. From there, we will be able to identify both the Adventurers Guild and several must-visit specialty stores.
Adorable.
Yikes. Why is Paimon suddenly getting the feeling that if she doesn't step it up soon, Inufa's gonna put her out of a job?
Paimon, her role as a guide has stopped mattering since Inazuma. Oh, that's the oculi. Hey, yo, that's the oculi. Let's see if I can get it. That's the cool oculi.
This place sure is different from Sneznaya.
Thank you for telling me. I love how this city literally looks like it's made from scrap metal. That just looks really cool. Like, you can tell that it was, like, haphazardly built. 'Cause I don't have a mini map, so. Oh, okay. Hey, it's this thing again. Do I follow it? I guess I do. Oh. Oh. What happens if I touch this? Oh, okay. It's like a travel thing. Neat. Just gonna awkwardly float down here. Just gonna awkwardly. Oh. It has vocals. The music has vocals!
Wow!
I love this.
Nasha Town actually looks pretty big from here. Feels a bit different than Paimon imagined, though.
Which aspects in particular deviated from your expectations?
Chorus says, Paimon girly, you know about as much of this place as us. You can't guide your place you can't guide a place you've never been to.
Well,
True.
Paimon
True.
keeps hearing people describe Nod-Krai as an adventurer's paradise. So she kind of thought it'd be a bit more picture perfect somehow.
Paimon, adventurers, like, you don't know adventurers.
According to legend, there was indeed an era of peace in Nod-Krai's past,
Okay.
the age of the Fae.
Alright.
Tales of those ancient heroes are still told today. One of the most well-known is that of the Lantern Fae. This individual performed many good deeds for Nod-Krai. The present-day Lightkeeper's nightly lantern patrols are, in part, a tribute to their memory. But then, one day,
He was killed.
What happened?
There came a devastating abyssal calamity that swept across Nod-Krai, and for a time it was left desolate.
Was that the abyss?
Heartbroken by what had become of the land they had so cherished, that Fae extinguished their light, just as the abyss had extinguished all hope.
Okay.
Nowadays, the paradise people speak of is more of an aspiration, or an irony, perhaps.
An irony?
Today, no official authority governs Nod-Krai. In theory, at least, it is somewhere a person can do whatever they wish, and become whoever they want to be.
I love the specific in theory. Like, in theory, it's an idealistic paradise. In practice... So it's a lawless paradise? Oh, so it's a paradise of freedom. It's lawless.
The Adventurers Guild is just over there, in Nasha Town's central plaza, and the flagship tavern is over that way.
Hey, what's that building over there? You know, the biggest, tallest one.
Oh yeah, that's my house.
That is Aino's Boom and Blast Kuvaki energy cannon. It gets activated when the wild hunt threat level outside Nasha Town reaches a certain threshold. But according to the scan I just ran, the energy cannon appears to be malfunctioning, likely due to a recent discharge.
The wild hunt? Isn't that the abyssal calamity you mentioned that's specific to Nod-Krai?
Okay. Does it pose a great threat to the people living here?
It is a phenomenon that has been occurring for several centuries now. Yet the time and location of wild hunt attacks are seemingly random.
Okay.
At first, it was more of an old wives' tale that adults used to scare children. If you don't start behaving, kid, some night, the wild hunt's gonna come for you. Listen, do you hear that? That weeping in the fog? Those are the cries of a young woman being dragged away.
That's great.
You're saying people actually hear things like that?
I have not witnessed enough wild hunt attacks to give a statistically sound answer.
I don't know, maybe.
But the oldest legends say that all people saw was the ghostly shadow of a woman in the mist. It wasn't until later that it became a full-blown calamity.
Okay.
Abyssal monsters and all.
So it's like it was like a progression. It was, yeah.
Oh, when you put it like that, Paimon's really gotta hand it to Aino. Not only did she repair you, but she's even built a giant cannon to keep the wild hunt at bay.
Absolutely. Aino is very impressive indeed. Anyway, according to my schedule, it is time I took you over to the flagship.
Oh, sure. After all, we shouldn't keep Varka waiting.
Oh yeah, Varka!
Paimon's not sure if he'll actually show up at the bar this early.
Cora says, such emotion in that storytelling. Well, she is a robot, I guess. Have faith in the people of Mondstadt, Paimon. As far as they're concerned, any o'clock is a bar o'clock.
You're right about that.
I know we do not get to meet Varka, though. I know that. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. It's the man that I was waiting for. I still have to wait. Okay.
Was inspired by the one in Romaritime.
Oh, yes, teleporter, please. I need it.
Huh.
Oh,
Isn't this the Adventurers Guild? Why isn't anyone here?
yeah, where's Catherine?
Does that mean that Catherine and Nod-Krai actually gets to clock out?
No, that's impossible.
Anyway, let's come back later.
Robots don't have the right to clock out. It's a melazine! It's a melazine! Hey, can you tell me something? Where'd that guy run off to? What are you looking for someone? Huh. Oh yeah, I'm looking for this guy. Thiengus? Been chasing him from Yilong Wharf all the way to Nasha Town. Dang, you've been everywhere. Let's just say a friend of mine. There's lots of things we can talk about together. So many things. In fact, I think it's best to drag him back to Fontaine so we can sit down and have a nice long chat. Theoretically, he should be oh my god, I can't read. Theoretically, he should be in town right now. Why can't I find him? So you've just been following some guy around? Okay. Oh, it's down here. What's this about? You're not looking for work here, are you? Heed my words and flee this place as soon as you can. God damn, okay. You mean the work at the flagship? No, I'm talking about the Fatui recruiter in there. Guy named Kruchek? Don't fall for his schemes, don't let him hire you, dang. I'm speaking from personal experience. I don't care about the low pay, but my friends who took those jobs just up and vanished. Never saw them again. Oh shoot, this is serious. Okay. You've worked for them? Well, I don't love admitting it, but I was on short Mora back then, and the Fatui's Mora is as good as anyone else's. That's why I signed up. After slaving away from them day or night for a full month, they fired me for some cruddy breach of contract. I didn't get to see a single coin at the end of it. Gah, first time I've ever been fired, too. Embarrassing is what it was. It's all in the past. Don't get too hung up. The Fatui have plenty of funds, and they're still not paying what they owe? Crazy, huh? They accused me of leaking their secrets as if Reed Miller's treasure scurried away in the Experimental Design Bureau was ever classified to begin with. Okay, so maybe I drank a bit too much and it just slipped out. But after that, I heard that a lot of treasure hunters started hatching schemes to get their hands on that treasure. That led to tons of people trying to break into the heavily guarded design bureau, causing the Fatui no end of trouble. Serves them right. Serves them bloody right. You okay, dude? You alright? Dang. Poor guy. Poor guy. I love the Fatui canonically targeting like poor people. Just like the real military.
Here we are, the flagship.
Varka told us to meet him here in his letter, right? Let's see. Varka? Varka!
He's not here.
No matches, I identified.
Huh. So he isn't here after all. Oh, guess we never did actually say we'd be arriving today. Hey, why don't we go ask the owner? If what they say is true, Varka's drinking prowess must have left quite the impression.
Nah, bro, we're at the edges of Russia, okay? Anything that Varka can drink is just average. So there's a little... Oh, it's a jukebox? It looks like a jukebox that can switch records. There should be 4 different records. Perhaps pressing these buttons will switch them. Sure. Oh. Okay. Hey, the music didn't change. It lied to me.
Huh? Well, well. If it isn't the ineffable Ineffa.
Hello there, Demyon.
You know each other?
Yeah, I live here, dude.
Of course. Ineffa's a regular here at the flagship.
So, robots are into booze too?
No, I'm here for business.
Not at all. The energy conversion efficiency of alcoholic drinks is very low, and most of them are full of impurities. Still, I can affirm that your berries and fried meat deserve a solid 9.12 out of 10. It has Aino's approval, too.
Funny that you should mention that. While you were away in Natlan, Varka would come in here every day to pick up a serving of berries and fried meat for Aino.
Aww. He must have been worried sick that she wasn't eating properly on account of being so hung up about Ineffa being gone.
Actually it's 'cause Varka found out that Aino went wild after Ineffa left.
Ah.
Gorging herself on snacks she normally couldn't get her hands on. So it was more worry that she wasn't getting a balanced diet.
Well, nice to know that Varka cares.
I think I might have just put my foot in it. Anyway, since you're back from Natlan, these two must be the ones Varka mentioned. The Traveler and Paimon, yes?
Yep, that's us. So, from the sounds of it, you must be a close friend of Varka's too.
Varka? Goes without saying. After all, he's the only one around here who's ever managed to stay standing after 10 rounds of the roulette special.
Paimon can't believe he's made such a name for himself. Though, guess it's hardly surprising how.
Yeah, it makes sense. Do you know where he is now?
Right now? Must be somewhere near Anvantinjarvi. That's quite far from here.
That is not how that's spelled.
Huh? Where's that?
It's a lake in the northern part of Nod-Krai. Word reached him of trouble brewing around those parts, so he took his knights to check it out.
Aw, man.
Oh. So, we missed him?
Typical Mondstatter, coming and going like the wind.
Varka knew you'd say that. So he specifically told me to make sure you stayed here and enjoyed yourselves. He sends his assurances that everything's under control.
Well, if he's that confident, guess our only option is to accept. Anyway, it's not like there's any special cause for concern. He is the Grand Master, after all.
Exactly. Plus, not only has he booked you into our finest room, he's paid for it in advance, too.
Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you.
Whoa! That's so generous of him! We might not have met yet, but Paimon's got a feeling that we'll get along with Varka like a house on fire.
He will be quite the personality. He will be begging me to roll for him.
Oh, and by the way, he also asked me to serve up a portion of berries and fried meat for Anefa. That was prepaid as well.
Thank you.
No, thank you. I'm the one who should be grateful for your business.
Traveler, Paimon, why don't you go ahead and drop off your luggage? I can use this time to go pick up some components that Aino asked me to bring back.
Sure thing. Besides, now that we've got ourselves a map, once we're done unpacking, we might as well go for a stroll ourselves.
Oh. So you no longer require navigational assistance?
No worries, we should be fine. We've got a rough idea of our way around town, so Paimon's reasonably confident we shouldn't get too lost.
And even if we do, it's adventure.
Thank you. This translates into an approximate time saving of 30%, meaning I will be able to see Aino about 45 minutes earlier than previously projected.
Love that. Teku says, how not to love this man, Varka.
Oh, right. You must miss her a lot, too. In that case, we better get a move on.
Yay! Alright. So we're going to, is it outside? It's a big, they have darts. Little ride. Nice, nice. I'm just looking around and seeing what they got. Silly. This guy got some like anime hair. And I mean like anime hair. Oh. Sweet.
It's so noisy here. Back in my day, we'd...
You'd what? You'd what, sir? Nostalgic traveler. Anything in here? No? No? Okay. Goddamn! That's a nice room. Some food.
Feels pretty nice having someone sort out our food and lodging for us, huh? But is this really the flagship's best room? It's pretty big, make no mistake, but it looks a little worn out, right?
Paimon, have you even looked at the
No,
city?
To be perfectly honest, that feels right at home with everything else we've seen of Nasha Town.
Okay, yeah. Like, I don't know if you noticed this, Paimon, but this entire town is literally made out of scrap metal. A town built among ruins, forsaken in the wake of a calamity.
You mean it's got something to do with Nod-Krai's history? Oh, that makes sense. But what exactly was this calamity?
It's probably the cataclysm, you know, considering that's, like, what every nation has. Chorus says, back in my day, weed. Looking around?
Oh, should we try the berries and fried meat too? Paimon's getting hungrier and hungrier every time someone mentions it.
Oh, it's him! It's him! It's the guy the fandom fell in love with!
Sorry about that. Paimon wasn't watching where she was going.
Alright, let's see this guy. Let me, time to see if he's actually worth it for me.
Please, there's no need to apologize. If anything, I'm the one who should be sorry. Clearly, I shouldn't have gotten lost in my thoughts in the middle of a hallway.
He looks so tired. Like, man looks like he hasn't slept in days.
Wait a sec. Are you staying in the room next to ours?
Ah, quite the perceptive one, I see.
You have an accent.
First things first. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kirill Chudamirovich Flintz. But please, just call me Flint.
I wonder how long it took for the voice actor to get that. I don't even know if they got that right.
Whoa, that's an impressively long name for sure.
That's commonplace where I come from.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, literally, that's
Names
what I
like
said.
mine ought to have been fairly common in Sneznaya, at least in the past. Would I be correct then to assume that the two of you are travelers in this land?
Yes.
Yep, you sure would be. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We've been to a bunch of nations already, but we only just arrived in Nod-Krai today.
Hello.
What a rare honor it is to meet such worldly travelers.
Teku says, we are getting disaster after disaster. We built on the building.
Are you here for travel too?
If only I had the time to spare. No, I'm just staying the night.
Does he have... No, okay. It's just like there's like a red line, like where his eyes are. Man does not look healthy. He looks like he like needs to sleep, like right now.
Oh, so you're here for business.
That's certainly one way to put it. I'm a Ratnik of Nod-Krai, normally stationed near the burial grounds to the north. My sole cause for being here today was to repair this lantern of mine.
There's something off about that lantern.
The burial grounds?
So, yeah. There's cemeteries, Paimon. There are people who have to take care of them. You know? Look.
Your surprise is entirely understandable. Most people cannot even begin to fathom the idea of a life surrounded by tombstones in decay.
He has an accent. I can hear it.
But if you've heard of the calamitous abomination that is the Wild Hunt, you'll know that in their wake they bring a host of souls tainted by abyssal filth. That then is why we are stationed by the burial grounds, to hold the line where it is most vulnerable.
Oh, so it's all about fighting against the abyss. Oh, sounds like a tough job.
I thank you for your concern. But in truth, I've long since grown used to it. In fact, I like to think it rather suits me. If anything, I'd say I prefer the peace and quiet of a graveyard to the hustle and bustle of urban life.
Paimon sort of gets it now. But
No.
even so, she's still pretty sure she could never get used to living in a graveyard herself. For one thing, she'd be too scared to fall asleep at night.
No, I get it. I have a family member who works as a mortician. Like she literally just works with dead people with dead bodies all the time. So, there are just some people who like that. There are just some people who are into that.
Oh, I assure you, there's no need to worry on that account. The kind of ghosts you find in cemeteries aren't too big on talking. But even when they do, they're usually far more discreet than the living.
Chorus says, Paimon, you're friends with Hu Tao. You've seen people deal with that sort of thing. Yeah, no, like, exactly. Like, yeah, Paimon, who do you think is, who do you think is taking care of the cemeteries? You know? What? Teku says, Tignari is the same. Tignari is the same. He doesn't like to go to the city. I was actually thinking that exact thing when he said that. Wait, what'd you say? I'm sorry, I missed it. What did you say? Oh, okay, ghosts. Yeah, they're ghosts.
Well, would you look at that? Who'd have thought we'd end up chatting this long? Must have a lot in common.
Yeah,
huh?
he has like a red line in his eyes. Brother, are you okay? Do you need some eye drops?
Forgive me, but I must excuse myself, for the time of my appointment draws near. And in terms I'm sure you'll understand, a lanternless Ratnik is like a mapless traveler. A serious conundrum indeed.
Oh, it's okay. I don't have a map. I don't use a map. Really, what? How do you travel then? Intuition, guesswork. When you're 500 years old, pain doesn't hurt you anymore. You just kind of figure it out on the way.
Oh, sure. In that case, you go right ahead. We won't keep you any longer.
Not at all. Should the opportunity present itself, I'd gladly continue our conversation another time. You're always welcome to come visit my grave. I mean, the grave I stand watch over.
Yes.
Your visit would bring much needed light to that place of final rest.
He does not go out much.
Right. Well, if we get the chance.
Then allow me to wish you a traditional Ratnik's farewell. See you by the graveside.
Bye. This is perfect since it's October. This is great.
Jeez, what a weirdo.
You know what that reminded me of? That reminded me of, I think it was the second episode of Over the Garden Wall, where Wirt is talking to the pumpkin skeletons, and, yeah, and so, like, you know, him and Greg have to move on to their journey, and then the, like, leader of the town says, like, oh, okay, you'll join us someday, kind of like hinting at the fact that, they are, well, not necessarily death, but they're at, like, the threshold of death. This is great.
Not to badmouth him at all. In fact, he seemed pretty cultured, but at the same time, kinda spooky.
So?
Must be all that time he spent around graveyards.
Did you notice anything Paimon, you're so dumb. Did
Is
you
the
notice anything
lantern-
strange?
No, not really. You mean, 'cause it was broken?
Like, there was something inside. It's the soul of his daughter, and it's actually revealed to be the beast.
Guess you've always had a nose for stuff like this. If you're worried, you can always ask him the next time we cross paths.
Sure thing. Guess that'll be by the graveside.
Hey, don't you start spouting all that weird stuff too.
Okay, we just met him. So far, he seems pretty alright. I'm waiting for the moment that, I'm waiting for that one moment where he becomes my favorite character. His voice actor has some sort of accent to it. I don't know, I can't pinpoint it though. Because he's, like, clearly trying to do an American accent, so I obviously would have, like, a harder time. Kind of like, Escoffier's VA is British, or, like, English, and she's trying so hard to do an American accent, but it, like, slips in.
These are bounties.
Here's
If you
the
want to
thing.
negotiate
Bounties?
prices.
Can't let
Ah, they're just
find out
shadows.
flea market.
See, it's a little primo gem with some wings, just like the symbol of, Mondstadt. I don't know if there's any connection there. I mean, Mondstadt is called Moon City, but, Liyue is called Jade Moon, I think. Obsidian Aurora says, hello, welcome. It's pretty neat that I can hear anything down here. Elevator, nice. This is a Sumerian shop. I hit some water. Oh, can't enter. Okay. Alright, let's move. I'll do the exploring when I find the Statue of the Seven, or the equivalent thereof. Oh. So how's your day been? It's been pretty chill.
Paimon almost forgot something super important.
Spit it out then.
Were we gonna go try out the berries and fried meat?
Might have left that craving by the graveside.
But now, heading all the way back to the flagship feels like such a waste.
Y'all, you like barely left it. What do you mean?
Please, accept today's boon. Come night or day, may the blessings of the moon goddess shine down upon you.
Oh, it's still, what's her name? Lauma. It's Lauma.
Huh? What's going on over there?
Looks like they're handing out food.
Wait, free food? Wow, the people here are so nice. Quick, let's grab some too. Paimon's super curious what their food tastes like.
Moonlight illuminates the path before you, travelers from afar.
Wow, she really... I have thoughts on her design, and that's all I'll say.
Huh? How'd you know we were travelers?
Just now were a song the birds in the sky, singing of your wanderings. You are no ordinary guests, it seems.
The birds and the... what now?
Forgive me. I should not have laid the words of others out as a welcome mat for our very first meeting. You, too, must be wondering who I am.
Yeah, sorry. Obsidian Aurora says, nice to hear that you're having a good day. And where are we? We are in the brand new region of Nod-Krai, which, is a region, I think, like, it's in the not the Fontaine. It's in Sneznayan territory, but it isn't like Sneznaya proper. Sneznaya, basically, to put it in short, Sneznaya was the last of, like, the Tevat regions that we were supposed to go to, and then it was delayed for a year, and they made Nod-Krai, and so we're here.
I am Lauma, moon chanter of the Frost Moon Scions. Please, as do our followers and other passers-by, accept today's boon.
Happy to oblige. Paimon's name is Paimon, and this here is the Traveler.
Hello.
Thanks so much for sharing your yummy food with us. We'll take one each.
You have our sincere gratitude.
Think nothing of it. These fruits were the finest we found, delicacies gathered in the wake of the morning dew. It is my hope that partaking of them may lift your spirits to heights anew.
The finest you found? Wow! That sure is kind of you, but wouldn't you want to keep those for yourselves?
Paimon, you're so stupid.
The first fruit of the harvest must be placed upon the moonlight altar, not as an offering to the gods, but as a spark for lost hunters. For it is the blade of the starving that darkness most easily corrupts.
That is true, that is true. Hunger can make people do crazy things. Obsidian Aurora says, so we're in bot territory. I think the actor was just trying to sound, like, wise and mysterious. But it does kind of come off as a little flat.
As perhaps you have already heard, we Frost Moon Scions revere and worship the Moon Goddess. We believe that together, virtue and compassion are the shining light that will lead us all out of the long, dark night. And now, with tides of haughty Fatui swarming into Nod-Krai, driven by greed and greed alone, more than ever before, we must all unite under the banner of virtue.
Okay, okay.
Huh. Look who it is again. Those unsufferably kind-hearted Frost Moon Scions. Got enough for us too?
If you want food, there it is. Get it.
That's right! 2 servings each! We're starving over here!
The Fatui! After what you've been doing to our sacred statues, how dare you even show your faces?
Wilhelmina, bestow today's boon upon our guests.
You hear that? No slacking now. We'll have the very best you got.
Obsidian Aurora says, no, I wasn't calling her robotic. It's just that you said, that Sneznaya is based Sneznaya, sorry. That Sneznaya is based off of Russia and the bots are communist. What? I mean, yes, Sneznaya is, well, not Russia, but, mostly Russia, yes, but I think it's just general Slavic culture in general. The bots are communist.
But, my lady, they...
Hey. We said that we were going to give food to the people that need it. Or at least the people that want it. The Fatui want it, and we're trying to make good relations.
Please, you two, accept this meal. But remember this. Kindness is the first lantern left to guide those who stumble in ignorance.
So a bit of Poland, Russia, and a bit of Finland. I don't really know about Finland, but I do know, like, Slav in general. Mostly Russia, though, of course, because, like, yeah.
Come again?
Let me finish. But should they still refuse to follow the moonlit path, then by our frosted blades shall we show them its shadow.
Yeah.
You!
Hey, look, we can be as kind as y'all want us to be, but there's a difference between bestowing kindness and then having our kindness exploited. Just saying.
Hey, look who it is.
Oh yeah, it's me.
Whatever. Just you wait. We'll be coming for you next. Huh? Where's the meat? Who wants to eat this garbage?
Dang.
Those stooges really are the worst.
What, do you guys not eat? Do you guys not eat salads? Do you guys not eat, like, plants? It's like half of their diet is like non-existent.
Ever since they came to Nod-Krai with all their weird equipment and built that so-called experimental design bureau, our lives have been turned completely upside down.
I have the same thing to say with Yaemiko, but like, boys, the difference between like the NPC clothing and then hers. It's like the exact same with Yaemiko and the Shrine Maidens in Inazuma.
Judging from how they reacted just now, it seems the Fatui already know who you are.
Old grudges die hard, even though I'm like friends with 3 of their harbingers. I mean, okay, to be fair, Capitano didn't really go back to Sneznaya, so they probably don't know that. But I'm like pretty close with like 2 of them, so yeah.
Well, we have gotten in their way in pretty much every nation we visited.
Leg.
So we're probably at the top of their blacklist by now.
I see. Then, on behalf of the Frost Moon Scions, I thank you for the goodwill you have shown us.
Is it cold in Nod-Krai? I need to know. Is it cold in Nod-Krai? Is it cold in Nod-Krai? I need to know because like... Ah, boy. Anyway, yeah, why thank me?
Because if they had gotten ahead of themselves just now, I'm sure you would have stepped in to help.
We would have.
Just as the birds and beasts put it, your arrival heralds joy to us all. Besides, for a weary traveler far from home, what better respite than to bathe in the moonlight? You will always be welcome at the Frost Moon Enclave, the place we call our home.
Thanks for your kind invitation. We'll swing by when we get the chance.
May we meet again in the moon's gentle glow.
These are delicious. So refreshingly fresh. Those 2 Fatui wouldn't
machine
know a
back
good
here.
thing if it came up and bit them on the shoulder.
What is that?
Looks like Ineva isn't done with her shopping yet, and the Adventurers Guild is still empty. Where should we head next?
Why don't we follow the map in the travel guide?
Good idea. Wouldn't want to let the Kuhenki down after all. Let's see. Okay. Paimon's got our route all figured out. So, all that's left to say is, don't fall behind.
Obsidian Aurora says, that's why you should always wear a titanium alloy armor. They're very good temperatures. They're very good temperatures, except for napalm. Okay. Chorus says, she talks way too softly. I think what's up is that, like, the actor or the director were like, okay, so she's obviously, like, this, like, older, mature, wise, possibly, like, motherly person. But I think in the attempt of sounding, like, wise, it kind of made Lauma ended up speaking a bit, I guess, like, I don't know, she doesn't feel like she has much emotion in her voice, I guess. Yeah. But, or maybe I'm just used to Natlan voice acting, because I think I mentioned it way back when Natlan first came out, but like the voice acting in Natlan was a lot more, I guess, like, natural. I don't know how else to put it. I don't know, like, the voice acting in Natlan was like a little different than the voice acting that I was used to. So I don't know. I think the actor should have gotten a better direction. At least for now. I don't know. Maybe it changes later.
This is Nuts and Nuts. It's mostly a fruit shop, but there's a crafting bench too.
Awesome.
This
It's a
is
hot dog.
Esperanza, one of the travel guide's recommended restaurants. All the waiters here are kids.
Excuse me, did I just hear child labor? Okay, nice to know. Nod-Krai canonically has no child labor laws.
This is the Vesnitsi Prolegia greenhouse. Apparently, their flowers are all made of metal, so they'll never wilt away.
Okay.
And this is the Rossum Workshop. If you ever need a weapon made, this is the place to go. And over here, they've got a super tall observation deck. Whoa! Take a look at that! You can see really far out into the distance.
There's a little oculi.
That way's north.
Whoa.
And that looks like Something built by the Fatui?
Definitely.
And then
This is the
over there to
nail.
west.
That's the nail.
Ah! That must be the place Lauma mentioned, where the Frost Moon Scions live.
That has to be the nail. Oh, over there. There's the like little resort from Natlan.
So, what do you think? Even if Enefa kinda stole her limelight earlier, this just goes to prove that Paimon's own tour guiding skills aren't too shabby either, right?
Still not quite an Effa level.
Hey, come on! Would it kill you to compliment Paimon?
Yes it would.
Huh? Look! There must be someone at the Adventurers Guild now! There's already a line forming outside! Looks like we'll finally be able to ask about your spaceship!
As a matter of fact...
Or was there anywhere else you wanted to stop by first?
As a matter of fact, one of the storefront signs caught my eye.
Where? Which one are you... Oh. Now you mention it, Paimon's noticed it too.
The what?
Ugh. Better not be who she thinks it is. Anyway, where we go first is completely up to you. Either the Adventurers Guild, or that suspicious-looking shop.
Which one?
A word of warning, though. If we step into that shop, be sure to keep a very close eye on your Mora.
Which one? Maybe I blanked out, but I don't remember any sus-looking shops. I mean, I guess the entire town kinda sorta, if you wink, kinda looks a little sus, but like, not really. Dude, I absolutely love it when you can see like the different nations all around you. So over there is the like resort for Natlan. Obviously that's Ochka Natlan. You see Deshret's pyramid all the way over there. And then the Harvest Stockham. And that's Fontaine. It's, I don't know, it's just really cool how you can see like different nations. Yeah, let me get the teleporter first. Oh. So, how much does it, oh, it's this place, okay. How much does it matter? I don't know if it matters that much. Teku says, you and me, I love to see all. It's just, I don't know, it's just so cool. It's just so cool. And, oh, it's in, is it in here? It's gotta be down here. Is it the hole? Oh. Oh, I just realized. Okay, because I mentioned earlier that's a Sumerian, that's clearly like run by a Sumerian. It's Dory. I know that, I know Dory appears. That's Dory's. Oh yeah, and she's right there. I didn't even notice her. She's right there. Guys, do I talk to Dory? Do I talk to Dory or go talk to Sandrone? What do you got? What are you feeling, guys? What are you feeling? Because I don't know. I'll let y'all decide. I'll let y'all decide. Dory or Sandrone?
You're not here looking for work, are you? Heed my words and get out while you still
Capitalism at its finest. Poor dude. Dory. Okay then. Let's talk to her. Dory! Okay. Hi. Chris, there's an annoying puddle of water like right in front of it.
Please, here you go. And if you ever need anything else, don't forget to make the great Lord Sangama Bay your first port of call.
Hello.
Oh dear. So it is the real deal. Of course it's the real deal. Everything you'll find here is 110% real, meaning every one of my deals is as real as a deal can... Wait a minute. Well, if it isn't my two most valued clients.
Sup? Long time no see, Dory. Set up a branch all the way out here in Nod-Krai?
And with no small thanks to your munificent patronage. Come. How could you just sneak into Nod-Krai like this without telling your dear Lord Sangama Bay? If I'd known earlier, I would have made an absolute pulled out all the stops to ensure that your boat ride over was as comfortable as humanly possible.
Uh-huh.
Thank the Archons we didn't tell you. Oh, come now. You know as well as anyone how impeccably and conscientiously above board I am when it comes to doing business. Well, Regardless of whether that's true or not, the main issue here is that we had no idea you had a branch in Nod-Krai.
A clever merchant always has a backup plan. Or two, or three up their sleeves. As the saying goes, a rabbit with many burrows fears not the hunter's arrows. A merchant with stores galore hears no debtors at the door.
Depends how well the business is doing.
Since you're both here in Nod-Krai, would you care for some of my finest local souvenirs? Whatever you're looking for, I have it. Or if it's Sumeru you're missing, I've got that covered too.
We literally just arrived. Do we look like we're on the hunt for tourist trinkets to take back for our friends?
My, your high-minded tastes never cease to impress. In that case, I know just the thing. You must be on the hunt for something like this?
Well, like your hat?
What's that? Your hat?
Information, of course.
Oh.
Information about Nod-Krai. Locked securely in the otherwise impenetrable vaults of the Lord Sangama Bay's brilliant mind.
Spoken like a true Sumerian. Knowledge, gotta pay for it.
I knew it!
Oh
I
shoot,
just knew
I like
you'd
missed
appreciate
it.
the value of my wares. On the back of all our pleasant dealings in the past, I'll even take a hit by throwing in some insider info for free.
Of course. Oh, it's just now that you mentioned it. She said something else. I forgot what it was.
Wow. You sure are feeling uncharacteristically generous today.
What do you mean by uncharacteristically? I am the most generous person. Forget it. Anyway, the long and the short of it is this.
Okay.
The moment I set up shop in Nod-Krai, it struck me how many different factions there were.
Okay.
All competing against each other for power and influence. Well, as they say, there's no time for business like a crisis.
Oh, hold on a second. Is Dory actually going to become important? Is Dory going to be like the insider spy for us? Wait, no, actually, that's such a cool idea, actually. I actually like that idea. Dory's like our secret, like, info gatherer.
Things got even more turbulent after the Fatui pulled down 2 ancient moon's remnants.
Okay.
People began to catch a whiff of the coming chaos. And the more troubled the waters, the greater the potential profit.
Of course, of course.
Not at all sorry to interrupt, but we're not here for Mora.
Oh, really? But surely it was the tales of an adventurer's paradise that brought you here. The chance to take your very own slice of all the latest and greatest business opportunities?
More like 4 years ago, my brother told me to visit all of the nations and quote-unquote complete my journey so that we can finally, leave. And this was just kind of the next step to that, honestly. I'm really hoping that we wrap shit up in Sneznaya because, I want to leave. I want to go. I love y'all, but, yeah.
In that case, what would you like to know
Whoa,
about?
whoa. Okay, damn, alright. Alright, just gonna... Okay, Dory really is the information gatherer. Alright, okay, let's see. What can you tell me about the Frost Moon Scions? Please tell me about the Light Keepers. Let's talk about the Fatui. Tell me what you know about the Knights of Favonius. Would you know anything about a spaceship from the past? Ooh. Well, let's start, I guess. What can you tell me about the Frost Moon Scions?
The Frost Moon Scions? You mean the people who believe in the moon goddess? They're not a bad bunch. It's just, well, they have such simple tastes. No luxuries, no indulgences, no nothing. Trying to earn a little more from that lot is like trying to squeeze blood from a stone.
They believe in the simple communal lifestyle.
Still, things between them and the Fatui have gotten pretty tense. It's only a matter of time before the powder keg goes boom. And when that happens, that's when business will start to boom too.
Canonically, Dory is a war profiteer. That makes sense, though. Please tell me about the Light Keepers.
Oh, they're an organization set up to keep the locals safe.
She says that
Apparently,
like,
they have
whatever.
a long and glorious history, and they're made up entirely of volunteers.
So Flynn's does not get paid for this?
But seriously, a volunteer organization in Nod-Krai? This place is hardly a magnet for noble hearts. No pay, all work. That's not a business model, and it's certainly not for me.
It's cause they care, bro. Let's talk about the Fatui.
Everyone knows they're here for the ancient moon's remnants, but no one's sure why they pulled them down in Nod-Krai of all places.
Nor why Varka's after it too. Because, like, to quote him from the trailer, "You're right. I came here for the moon." It's like, what does that mean? What do you mean, Varka? I'm assuming it's very similar to the Fatui, though.
Anyway, they've been acting mysterious enough, but if you ask me, that Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau of theirs up north hides secrets wilder still.
What do you know about the Knights of Favonius?
That bunch of booze-loving monstatters? Ugh, don't get me started. As fellow Outlanders, I thought they'd be easy pickings, but somehow, every single one of our business negotiations wound up at the flagship.
Dang.
I've done plenty of deals with heavy drinkers before, but those guys, I never once made it to the contract signing before blacking out. I'm getting flashbacks of the hangovers just thinking about it.
Wait. Wait. So Dory drinks is what I'm hearing. Dory's drink... She does that illegally. 1000%. 1000%. 1000%. Like, she's 100%... Okay, because they mentioned that Aino gets food from this tavern. So, like, 100% she walks in there pretending that she's just, like, getting food or something. But as per the business negotiation, I don't know, the Bonsteaders give her some booze. And because she's tiny... and because she's tiny, she blacks out. That's funny. Yeah. Teku says, Mondstadt is the Moon City. That is true. Mondstadt does mean Moon City. Okay. What do you know? Would you know anything about a spaceship from the past?
What now? A spaceship? Nope, never heard of anything like that.
Obsidian Aurora says, excuse me, children are not supposed to be drinking. They have to wait to be old enough to sign a forum to drink alcohol. Listen. We're talking about, we're in Nod-Krai, okay? We're in Nod-Krai. There's no laws in Nod-Krai. We already have children working, okay? We already have child labor. Child drinking is just the next step. It just makes sense. It makes complete sense.
Don't you two get involved in any big business here without so much as a heads up, you hear me? At the very least, consider letting me in as a key investor.
I have no more questions.
Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Sooner or later, you'll no doubt end up doing business with some other merchants in Nod-Krai. And someone's bound to mention a place called the Curatorium of Secrets.
Okay.
Listen to my advice. Do not, under any circumstances, go there.
Why?
No matter how much trouble you're in.
Why?
The Curatorium of Secrets? What do they get up to there?
Just a place that handles all kinds of disputes. But the owner will charge you an absolute fortune, and she has a temper to match. Nothing like your friendly neighborhood, Lord Sangama Bay.
Uh-huh.
You're not just saying that to stop your competition from undercutting you, right?
When did that little pipsqueak get so sharp? And after I gave them all that info for free just to win them over. What do you mean? Of course not. I'm only thinking about your wallets. I mean, on behalf of your wallets.
You're really not convincing anyone, you know.
All right. Business is a cutthroat business. I won't argue with that. But I'm not lying about that boss lady. Not only did she make it into my top 3 people not to mess with in Nod-Krai, she's also in my top 3 people most eager to trade in favors.
Okay, it's Nefer.
Seriously? It feels like you're just bad-mouthing your rival now.
Fine. If you don't believe me, go see for yourselves. We might both be from Sumeru, but compared to hers, my conscience is so large, why, you could fill 3 whole palaces of Alcazar's. But when you realize what I'm saying is true, don't say that good old Lord Sangama Bay didn't warn you.
Okay, so Nefer is from Sumeru. I mean, most people kind of guess that. She kind of has a Sumerian vibe to her, but yeah, cool. Okay. What else?
Anyway, don't be a stranger now. We might be in Nod-Krai, but don't forget, Dory's doors are always open for you.
Alright, let's talk to Sandrone. Bye-bye! I love that they decided to use her for, like, actual plot purposes. Where they're like, okay guys, hear me out. What if she can be kind of like, she could give us, like, insider information or something. I mean, I don't know if that's what they're gonna do later, but man, I hope they do because I actually love that idea. Hello! It's you!
Lucky us! The line seems to be gone now. Come on, let's go say hi to Catherine. Hey, Catherine, we meet again.
There she is! There she is! La marioneta!
How ridiculous.
Catherine?
Huh?
They often say that mortals, shackled by their own flesh and blood,
Oh, it's
may
turning!
fail to perceive the truth of this world, even when it is right beneath their very noses. Yet I had not expected to have the pleasure to witness such heights of absurdity firsthand.
Alright, so instantly from the start, instantly from the start, she's a bit of a bitch, alright. Alright, or do I say female dog instead? Is that funnier? Is that funny, you guys? She has a little wind-up thing. That's cute.
But Paimon must have gotten the wrong person. At second glance, you do seem a bit younger than Catherine.
Okay.
And you certainly sound a lot less friendly.
Very much so. Teku says, Español? Sí.
A creator might forgive ignorance, but being mistaken for one of my own creations is beyond all pardon.
Look, man. Look. We don't really look at Catherine, okay? We just kind of go up, talk to her for like 5 minutes, and then move on to the actual plot. You're not Catherine! Your hair isn't brown!
Look very closely, for standing before you is none other than Marionette, 7th of the Fatui Harbingers.
No!
A harbinger?
Why are you even here? And more importantly, will you be the one handing out commissions from here on out?
I told you already, I'm not Catherine.
Okay, it was your
Just
question.
how obsessed are you with my machines?
Shouldn't you, like, be happy about that? That we like your machine? Huh? So all the Catherines are made by the marionette? Does that mean the Fatui have been watching over our every move? But the guild itself hasn't done anything shady. And Catherine's only ever helped us. Better just stay alert going forward.
Today's encounter is merely a courtesy call. A friendly warning, if you will.
Okay.
You interfered with my work once before.
Did I?
With that little robot.
Which one?
I let it slide.
Huh?
After all, it was nothing more than a distraction. A side project at best.
Ma'am, I'm sorry, but, like, I have slayed more robots than I can remember. I highly doubt Anefa has anything to do with you, I'm gonna be honest. And, any Fatui robots that I slayed were, trying to kill me. So I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
But we are in Nod-Krai now. And as such, I strongly advise you not to stand in the Fatui's way. Otherwise, the next time we meet, I might just have to drop all this meaningless etiquette.
Nahida already said it to us. Like the Scaramouche bot?
Oh, please. You've got some nerve coming out with barely veiled threats like that. You're the one stirring things up here.
2 robots, 1 mission from Fontaine and Anefa for just because. I don't remember anything, I'm gonna be honest. Wait, okay. Does it have to do with the clockwork mecha in Fontaine? Cause like, I know there is a letter somewhere. I know that there's a letter somewhere in Fontaine that mentions that Sandrone has been there. Maybe it's that, I don't know.
Oh, perhaps you have misunderstood.
Why are you even giving us a warning?
Just because Nod-Krai lacks a ruler at present, that does not mean it should not be ruled. We Fatui are simply establishing a new order.
A new world order.
Yeah, right. More like shady experiments, judging by your massive, creepy research facility.
I've said what I came to say. What you do next, only you can decide. So why don't you start by using your already limited processing capacity to calculate your even more limited options?
Okay.
And, being the refined young lady that I am, I shall indulge you just this once. Ad Astra Abyssos. Welcome to Nod-Krai, Dominion of the Fatui.
Okay. I kind of like her. I think she's cool.
Paimon's so mad right now! How can anyone so obviously evil be so annoyingly self-righteous? But if a Fatui Harbinger is here to greet us in person, that can only mean one thing.
That they've been keeping a very close eye on us indeed.
We'll have to be extra careful from here on out. Paimon hates feeling like she's being watched.
Says while the camera is having a really obvious POV shot.
Hey!
Oh, there she is! There she is!
Ad Astra Abyssosque. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. How may I help? I will do everything I can to assist you.
You're so much nicer to talk to, Catherine. Please don't leave us again, okay?
She's like, well, okay. Sandrone's pretty cool. I like her. I absolutely, because she's a robot. She's very clearly a robot. So I can't be like, oh, well, her personality, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? But, I think it's really funny that she's clearly programmed to just kind of be a bitch, honestly. Catherine, you live. Yes. Alright, time to... Okay, not too far. This music, oh my gosh. Oh, there she is. Hello.
Hello. I was just about to start tracking your whereabouts.
Did you manage to get everything Aino asked for?
I did. What about you? Do you need me to navigate or introduce any more places around town?
Not for now. We've seen most of it already. We probably need some time to process everything we've learned, though.
Any progress with the spaceship?
No.
No. Catherine came back just now, so we asked her, but even she hasn't heard a thing.
One possible explanation is the vast stretch of time that has elapsed. Additionally, given the limited resources available in Nod-Krai, it is entirely plausible that the wreck was scrapped for parts, or even mistaken for a pile of broken machinery.
That would make sense considering just the construction of the entire city.
Aww.
I'm prepared for that possibility. But still, I can't just give up before we've even started.
Understood. In that case, why don't we go ask Aino together? After all, she was the one who salvaged me.
True.
Ancient dragon technology and all. If there really are any unusual parts floating around Nod-Krai, there's a high chance they've passed through her hands at some point or another.
Good point. And since you keep mentioning her, we're curious to meet this whiz-kid mechanic too.
Understood. Then I'll handle navigation as before. ETA at the Clink Clank Krumkake craft shop. 34 minutes ahead of schedule.
Inefa is adorable. I love her. I remember when her, like, character design, I guess, was... No. I just wanted to collect the little yes, this thing. Cabbage. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, Inefa. I remember when her, like, character card came out, and a lot of people were like, I don't like her, she's so ugly, blah 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 blah, because Genshin fans absolutely hate every single character design that ever comes out. And then when people actually get to know the character, they're like, oh my god, my baby. I always liked Inefa's design. I always thought she looked absolutely adorable. Because a lot of people were saying, like, oh, she just looks like she's, like, mashed together, right? Now, normally I would agree that that can be a problem with character design, that you really would want to avoid mashing a bunch of elements together for a character. But I think with Inefa it works, because to me that was always kind of the point. And oh, lo and behold, that was the entire point. She is a robot made from, like, scrapped pieces that a literal child mashed together like Lego. And so, like, her mishmash design makes so much sense to me.
This is no time for distractions.
I know.
Seriously, you have a great magician standing right here.
I know.
You don't want to miss the best part, do you?
But, yeah, and then with her actual character, I am happy that they do keep the general vibe that she is just a robot. And, like, yeah, she has emotions and stuff, but it's very clear that the emotions she has is, like, programmed, you know what I mean? It's simulated emotions. Although I won't doubt that we are going to meet, well, technically Scaramouche is well, not a robot, he's a puppet. Well, technically Scaramouche is a puppet with human emotion, but considering that A, he was made by a god, and B, geez, Linny, let her talk. Yeah. Considering that, A, he was made by a god, and B, like, A used some, like, super special technology, some ancient technology to make Scaramouche. I feel like Scaramouche is an exception. I don't know. Scaramouche is very much an exception, and his, like, quest with Nahida makes it very clear that, like, he thinks about his humanity and he questions a lot about his own humanity. But with Inefa, it's very clear from the start she is a robot. Her emotions are, she feels them, but they are a simulation. Yeah, and any sort of changes that come in her personality mostly comes from other people tinkering with her code. So, yeah. Cora says she hasn't lived her entire life thinking she was human the whole time yet. Yeah.
Missing me to death, I'm sure.
Meanwhile, Scaramouche is, like, a big part of his character is grappling with his humanity, inhumanity, blah blah blah, because, like, you know. Anyway, I'm rambling too much about the logistics of these anime characters. Alright, Statue of the New Moon, the world opened itself, blah 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 blah. Alright, let's look around. Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay, so this was the port, this is the Clinky Clank place. What is these? Oh, whoa, okay. Alright, Blue Amber Lake, really pretty. Nice. Nice. Whoops. Whoop. Didn't mean to do that. That technology... Wait. How many bots are on this planet? Oh, no. Teku says, that technology from Conria. I don't know how it's written in English. I don't really know either. It's Columbina! Can I climb up to see her? Can I, no? No? Well, there she is. Anywho. Let's get moving. Look at these birds! Look at these silly birds! What the? What? Oh. Huh? What is this? Oh. Okay. There's a little plant essence dust thingy. Looks like little moons. That's cute. What is this? Moon Glow Firefly. Pretty. Can I call that thing the Death Star? Can I do that? Yeah. Can I call it the Death Star? I kind of want to call it that. What is that?
Oh no! There's a little animal trapped over there! Let's go help it out!
Yes, yes, we should.
Huh? That's weird. Why isn't it responding?
Is it dead?
The tides of Kuvaki affect everything in Nod-Krai. So much so that many creatures have evolved a kind of dependency upon it, growing stronger or weaker as it waxes and wanes. This little animal must have been caught here unprepared.
Oh.
So you're saying we need to use Kuvaki? Paimon will leave it to you guys then. Don't be scared. We'll get you out of there soon.
What the? Oh, no, no, I don't think it does that. Oh wait, no, I think I put it in here. Right. No? What the heck? Unless... I don't know what I did, but it worked!
It worked!
The bird is safe.
Off you go now, little one. Don't go getting yourself caught again.
So, are these are Venus... Oh my god, they are. They're Venus flytraps. Crystal core. They're Venus flytraps! I was so scared that there was like a little bird in here, but oh, it's gone now. Oh, okay. I thought there was a little bird there, but it seemed to be like one of those like bug thingies. This thing catches birds. I don't like this thing. This thing catches birds. Evil. Bad.
Step right up.
Bad, bad, bad. Bad plant. I don't like it. Like, oh, but Pep of the circle of life. It's nature. I accept nature until it comes to bullying birds. Northern terrain ground. Can I catch this? Can I catch? No? No, no? No? Can I move up? Can I move? Can I go up? Can I? What the heck? Whoa. I don't know what I did, but I did something. Gimme, 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 gimme. Alright, what is this? What are you? Oh, okay. Bye then. Can I break this? Is this a thing I can break? No, okay, never mind. Darn. You can elevate yourself with that. Yeah, I kind of noticed. I just wasn't sure how. Being guinea pigs? No thanks, dude. I think I'm good. It's more oculi. Yes, I would like the oculi. Thank you. Anything in here? It's weird little box thingies that do that when I pass them. Am I in the right spot? I am, right? Yeah. And teleporter. I love that we're that close to Natlan. Like it's right there. Like literally right there. It is so close. It is so incredibly close. Oh, there's the... That's the nail, right? It has to be the nail. Huh. Oh, wow. Okay, that's cool. No, hold on. I'm just like watching this. Kind of looks like a rundown obstacle course. You know, that's probably what they were thinking of, probably. Because, like, I know as a kid, so it would make sense that, like, her workshop has a very, like, kiddish energy. Look at those boats. You know, one thing I always find really funny with Genshin is that clash between, like, the steampunk high-tech and then, like, old-timey look. Because we got boats literally looking like this right next to, right next to Natland, you know what I mean? But it's a really cool clash. I do think it's really cool most of the time. Until it becomes a little, like, too modern. Because, like, so far, even though, you know, obviously everything here in Nod-Krai is really, like, high-tech, there's still kind of this, like, I don't know, this old feel to it, if that makes sense. It probably has to do with the fact that everything is clearly made out of scraps. I think it's the, like, the technology in Sumeru logic. Where the technology in Sumeru is hella advanced, but it's so advanced that, like, it's kind of like Star Wars, where it's so advanced that it's basically just magic. It's just magic disguised as technology. And so I think because of that, it's easier for, at least for me, it's easier for me to, like, implement it into this world. As opposed to, I don't know, the Shalonen and her being a DJ. You know what I mean? So, I'm kind of getting some sort of vibe here. And also just a little bit of steampunk as well, which, because steampunk is mostly inspired by, like, the industrial age, it still kind of has this old-ish vibe. Magic tech, yeah. Awesome. Okay, let's talk. Let's meet this child.
Here we are. The place Aino and I call home.
Whoa! So many machines that Paimon's never even seen before. And then there's all these little robots. Did Aino build them all?
That is correct. It looks like Aino has created 3 more little bots since I've been gone.
Aww. Well, you were gone for quite a bit. She must have missed you.
I missed her too. I want her to see what I've become.
Let's not keep her waiting any longer then. Come on!
Let me see the child. It's taking a bit to load.
Aino, I'm back. Hmm?
Ineffa? You're back significantly earlier than I expected. Like, a whole 30 minutes at least.
Everything went very smoothly, which saved me quite a bit of time, so I... I know. Could you turn around for a moment? I know.
I've been on my best behavior the whole time you've been gone.
She's got chocolate all over her mouth.
I know. While I was away, did you strictly abide by my tailor-made snack intake schedule?
Oh, of course I did. 1 whole cake, 1 crumb cake, and 1 pack of chocolates a day, right?
No.
It was either a cake or a crumb cake or a pack of chocolates per day.
Very important, the either.
Oh, shoot.
When did you finish the snack stash I left for you?
Literally just earlier today.
Let me just go run a scan on that.
I meant today, a week ago.
And then you restocked an entire week's worth on your own initiative?
Yeah.
2 weeks worth. Why does Paimon feel like the roles in this household are pretty much the opposite of what she imagined?
Or maybe Paimon, maybe just hear me out. Hear me out. Aino is a freaking kid. Okay?
Calculation complete. Aino's recommended snack calorie intake for the next 4 weeks. 0.
Damn.
Ah, no fair! You're a meanie, Nefa.
This is what happens when you break an agreement.
Oh, come on! Don't do this to me!
Oh yeah, and also the fact that Inefa was specifically created to help out in the house. Just saying.
I only ate a teeny bit extra every day. Just a teensy bit extra.
That is objectively not a teensy bit extra.
Oh, seriously? If you'd only arrived half an hour later, I would have had everything cleaned up and you wouldn't have noticed a thing. But now that I think about it, you even said you'd come back a bit earlier than you did, so I wouldn't have to worry. But then, you were away so long, and I was so worried about you. And that's the only reason I even... Oh.
I know. I'm very sorry to have kept you waiting. I'm back now.
Welcome home. Oh. So, will I be able to keep eating snacks as usual now?
No.
Negative.
Aw.
See, the best part is that, like, trying to, like, weasel your way out of it won't work on Inefa because she is a robot.
Okay. Well,
or not, never mind.
Given that I am later than I initially projected, I'll let it slide. But just this once.
Darn, never mind. Forget what I said.
Thanks, Inefa. You're the best.
I know. Allow me to introduce.
It's the honorary knight and Paimon. I know. Uncle Varka talks about you guys all the time.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Honorary knight.
Nice to meet you, Aino. Inefa's told us all about you, too.
The whiz kid mechanic. Inefa's nearest and dearest.
Huh? Really? She actually said that about me? Well, she's not wrong. Oh yeah, so, you're here to see Uncle Varka, right?
That's adorable.
A couple of days ago, he suddenly said he had to head out on business, and that he might not be back for a while. He asked me to let you know if I saw you.
Uncle Varka?
Yeah, we heard about that at the flagship. Did he say what he was doing? Nope. Just told me to take good care of you guys and make sure you feel right at home. Oh, shoot. Please, take a seat. Do either of you need my help with anything? Anything at all? After all, I'm the head of this household. Sure wouldn't know it from that snack tantrum she just threw.
Miss Aino, I wanted to ask you about a certain spaceship.
A spaceship, huh? From outside to that? Exactly. So, ring any bells? No. Oh, you sure? Nope means nope. Never seen the slightest trace of it. More specifically, by nope, I mean, I've never seen a single piece of tech in all of Nod-Krai that might have come from out of this world. Not in any new machines or in any old ones either. Huh.
What Aino means is that your spaceship almost certainly has not been disassembled nor repurposed as parts for other machines.
Okay.
Oh, so that's what she was getting at. Yep. I've taken apart pretty much all the fun stuff in this city at one point or another, but I don't recall ever seeing any components that were anywhere near that special.
I love her silly little shoes. Her, like, mismatched socks. One of them is lower than the other, and her funny little, like, I don't know. Her little... I don't know what those types of shoes would be called. Slippers? Yeah.
So, either your spaceship crashed somewhere it's never been found, Or someone did find it and then hid it really, really well.
Teko asks, "Are we not covering up the fact that we don't belong in this world?" I mean, to be fair, we're not saying that is my spaceship. We're just asking about a spaceship. And considering we're like a really, really big deal into that, I mean, it would make sense that somebody would like piece things together. But like, I don't know. Maybe they're just thinking that we're just investigating some like big earth-shattering stuff because that's all we've been doing this entire time. Yeah. Cora says, "What if it was stolen by by Marionette?" I don't know.
But who would even do something like that? Beats me. Maybe someone who thought they could stash it away for a rainy day. Just like how I sometimes hide snacks in the... Anyway, long story short, I definitely haven't seen anything like that. Besides, sounds like it would practically be ancient history by now. If anyone still has any leads on what really happened, it'd be the Frost Moon Scions.
The Frost Moon Scions?
Huh? Haven't heard of them yet? Didn't Inefa tell you about their rituals?
There wasn't enough time to delve deeper into their history and traditions.
What kind of rituals are we talking about?
I've never actually seen them myself. Just heard bits and pieces here and there. They say that each of their moon chanters has had access to an ancient relic that lets them see the true past.
Huh. The true past? You mean they can see what really happened?
Not sure exactly how it's meant to work. I can't get my head around anything that can't be explained by either machines or science. And to tell you the truth, I don't like it much either.
Looks like we'll have to try our luck with the Frost Moon Scions.
Aw, leaving so soon? Sure you don't want to hang out a little longer?
It's getting late, I know, and these two still need to head over to Hisi Island. It would not be convenient for them to linger much longer.
Dang.
Aww. Alright then.
Don't worry. We'll be sure to drop in on you as often as we can.
Really? You promise?
Pinky promise. Next time we'll bring you something tasty too.
Sounds like my type of visitors. You're welcome anytime.
I'll be staying to look after Aino today, so I won't be going with you.
Hey, don't sweat it. We'll find our way just fine.
I'm glad to hear that. Also, I must admit, I have very much missed the charging bed that Aino made for me.
Yeah. Does she need, like, to properly chop? Oh!
Oh! Are you here to play with me?
Hey, yo!
My name's Aino, and I'm an inventor. Me and Inefa live together. I could probably eat all the cakes and cookies in the world because I love them so much.
So I'm just hearing
but
it.
My favorite kind of all is Lakaberry crumb cake. Come visit my Clink Clank crumb cake craft shop whenever you want. Anyway, that's me. What about you? Tell me something about you. Then we'll be friends.
She's cute. I like her. She's adorable. Okay. I think we're going to end things. Oh, that's our little charging place. Wait, actually, do we have anything else?
Inefa,
Yes,
feeling comfortable?
I am indeed. No bed in the world is as comfortable as this one.
Inefa,
Yes,
want me to increase the charging rate?
please, if you would. Thank you, Aino.
Inefa,
Yes.
I'm hungry.
In that case, please enable quick charge mode.
Adorable. Okay, I think, yeah, we're going to end this stream here. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so I don't think there's anything else left for us except, I guess, this part here. Anything else? I don't see anything else. Always the achievements, always. Snag all of this. Was it the commission stuff? Yep. Oh. Oh well. Kachina, my child. Kachina's also really cute. She's also absolutely adorable. Okay, okay. We're just going to go to the scary, spooky Infinite Void for a second. Quickly change over here and turn on my my wonderful Remuria music because that area has my soul. Okay, so that was our first taste into Nod-Krai. So what do I think of it so far? The aesthetic of Nasha Town, I think looks really cool. So far, like, aesthetically, Nod-Krai looks awesome. It looks so cool. You can really tell that it's supposed to be, like, a hub for all of the 7 nations. Because there really is people from, like, all over the place. Except Mondstadters, but the Knights are off doing their whatever the heck they're doing. But I haven't seen any Liyue people, though. Or Inazuma. But I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure that you're going to appear. I just haven't, like, walked around yet. There's a lot of Natlan people, which is really cool. Which, you know, makes sense since it's so close to Natlan. Like, it's stupidly close to Natlan. But, yeah, yeah, so far, aesthetically, it looks really cool. I really like this opening act. It really feels like an opening act. Honestly, like, more so than the other nations, if I'm going to be honest. Because the other nations, it mostly really is just kind of like, you walk in there, and there's some crazy event going on, whether or not it's, like, super important. Like, there's an event going on, and they're like, oh, hi, I've never seen you before. Have you heard about X event? Let me tell you about X event. And then, as you're participating in this event, that's when you slowly get, like, caught up in the larger story of the Archon quest. That's normally how it goes for Archon quests in Genshin, typically. You know, like, you know, with Mondstadt, there's Stormterror's Lair. For Liyue was the Rite of Ascension. For Inazuma it was the Vision Hunt degree. It was going on for a while, but actually no, Inazuma's a little different where Ayaka was trying to get you into, like, the thing going on, and you were like, no, and she was like, yes, and you were like, okay. Sumeru was a Sub-Zeru's festival. Fontaine literally starts with Farina pointing fingers at you and saying, go to court. Go to court with me. Yeah. Sorry, Traveler gets there, the nation, we're gonna die. No, literally. Oh yeah, with Natlan, the pilgrimage of the sacred flame. Like, with every nation, there's something going on that we end up getting, like, wrapped up into all of it. Meanwhile, so far, with Nod-Krai, it really does feel like we just wandered into a nation. You know what I mean? Like, people aren't making, like, a big stink about it. There doesn't seem, so far, to be this, like, big, massive thing going on. Like, they're hinting at it in the background, obviously, with the tension between the Frost Moon Scions and the Fatui. Obviously, they kind of have that going on but it's mostly, like, a background thing. It's pretty clear that, you know, this is going to be a big thing that we're going to be involved with, but we're not tangled in it just yet, you know? Like, we really do just go in the nation, look around, try to find Varka. Varka conveniently ain't there because I guess his model's not ready. Though we meet up with Flynn's, who's obviously going to show up later. It's good. I really like how this opening act is like. Climax of the story is coming. I am not ready. Have fun with that, Aurora. What? Ah, okay. But, yeah. So, yeah, first act, really like it. It's really, like, they're setting up all of the things for, like, the rest of the story. Yeah. I don't think I have that much to say, because, again, we're, like, this is basically the opening act. We, like, basically just started. But Inefa, as I already said, I love her. I absolutely love her. And I know it sounds super weird, but I do like that she is mostly robotic. I don't know why. I guess it's because, like, I'm so accustomed to the typical, like, oh, they're a robot, but they have, like, thoughts and feelings and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, with, like, Detroit Become Human, for example. I had, like, such a big Detroit Become Human phase way back when. But, like, nowadays, I just kind of feel like it's a bit of an over and done trait. And, I mean, Scaramouche technically is that, but as I mentioned, Scaramouche is, like, more complicated. Enepha's cute is what I'm trying to say, and I never hated her design. I always thought it was adorable. Everybody was like, oh, she looks like a mismatch of different things, and I'm like, yeah, cause she is a robot. She was most likely literally just a mishmash of different components, and guess what? That's exactly what it was. But I already mentioned that. Is the music loud? I don't know if the music's too loud. Lower it a little bit. But, yeah. Enepha's cute as always. We still don't know anything about Varka. I'm still waiting for him. Flynn so far seems pretty cool. There's not much I can really say about Flynn's right now. He just looks cool. Doesn't go out much. He lives at a cemetery. Yeah, that's kind of it. I do kind of find it a bit weird that Paimon's like, oh, you live in a cemetery? That's so weird. And it's like, yeah, so, like, Paimon, bruh, like, what? Robots with feelings? Okay. Robots working as intended? Yeah! I don't know, I just kind of want, like, the thing to be like, I mean, this is a robot, you know? Like, they are just code at the end of the day. I don't know. I think it's because I'm just kind of, like, I think I'm just kind of tired of, like, the robot with a soul trait. It doesn't mean that you can't have a robot with personality, obviously. I just kind of like the fact that it's very clear that Enepha's personality is coded, you know? Like, yeah. Anywho, and the character development she goes through is, like, people literally, like, fixing her. Anywho, Cora says, Flynn's eyes are red. He clearly needs better eye treatment. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Not only does he have, like, the bags under his eyes, not only is he missing the shine, but homie literally has, like, a red line in his eyes. Like, bro needs help, man. When we are overstimulated by something, we get tired of it. Yeah, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just kind of like, I'm not tired of the trope. I'm not gonna say, like, oh, this trope is, like, boring or whatever, because when it's done right, it can be really, really cool. Again, I was a really big Detroit Become Human fan, back when that game was, like, the hottest thing on earth. I just get, you know, just some variety, you know, some variety. Sometimes a robot is just a robot, and there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, Flynn's, like I said, not much to really say about him. I think he's pretty cool. Obviously, because we just started, he has not wowed me just yet. I am waiting for him to wow me. Yeah, Aino is adorable. I am really happy that Genshin is like, oh yeah, this child is a child, and she's going to act like a child. Like, I remember when, Natlan first came out, and, we meet Kachina. Not only does Kachina act like a kid, but literally when Pakal, which is like her chief, her tribe's chief, when Pakal saw us hanging out with Kachina, he, like, walked up to us and was like, who are you? What are you doing? You know, stuff like that. Like, I need to, like, know who you are because I see you, like, hanging out with this child. Like, and I think I mentioned, like, oh my god, finally, the game actually acknowledged that a kid is a kid, you know? So, Aino's cute. I like her. I like her design. I think it's really adorable. Yeah. I don't really have much to say than she's just cute, and Enepha being, like, her mom is adorable, because it's, like, it's really obvious that, and I'm mostly taking this from the, I don't know, like, the little animation Genshin made with Enepha. It's really obvious that, like, you know, Aino's this little orphan kid, but she's big brain making robots. She wants a family, so she's like, I'm gonna make a family, and so she essentially makes a mother, which is so cute, absolutely adorable. And she calls Varka uncle. That is so adorable. It's so adorable. I love that. Kachina being a kid, not allowed because you need to fulfill your destiny as a warrior. But, that's really cute. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Frost Moon Scions. Lauma, so far, I think she's alright. I think she's fine. I already, mentioned what I think about her voice acting, specifically. The event of Aino is fun. We'll see when we get there. Yeah, my brain just died for a second. Lauma. I already mentioned her voice acting, her voice direction sounds a little bit, off. Same thing with Flynn's. I don't really have much to say. She's nice, wise, strong in her convictions. Her outfit is interesting. Her outfit is interesting, and it's trying its best to avoid the censors with every chance it has. When Lauma speaks normally, I was happy. Oh, does she speak normally later? Good. But yeah, so far she's pretty cool. I am interested in the Frost Moon Scions and their entire deal, because I do know that they are, or at least from what I can tell, or from what I've heard, they are descendants from the people of the primordial civilization. No, that makes sense. That makes complete sense, you know, obviously, since they worship the moon goddesses, where, you know, the moon goddesses were present before the Archons, because the primordial civilization was, like, way before all of that. Her outfit is horrible for combat. Her outfit is interesting. So my brain just died. Oh yeah, their whole thing. So that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, and it's really cool. Can't wait to learn about the primordial civilization with that. One thing I do wonder though, what is the deal with the horns? Okay, like there's animal people in Genshin, obviously. Lauma having like deer horns, that's fine, that's cool. But like the two other scions that we see also have deer horns, and so I wonder, like, are the scions like what we think that, or what I'm understanding them to be, and they're just like they're just the descendants of the people of the primordial civilization, or were they a specific people from that era, more specifically deer people? Because I see that most of them are that most of them have the deer horns. And I wonder, like, either are they all deer people? Was this specific group, did this specific group survive whatever happened back then? Or are the horns connected with their, worship of the moon goddess? I don't know. I'm wondering. But obviously, I'm not gonna know. We need to meet them first. I'm very interested in them, is what I'm trying to say. Because the primordial era of Teyvat is an era that's just been really, really hush-hush. We know, like, nothing about it, you know? Because, like, for the modern people of Teyvat, in a sense, like, their world basically started before the Archon War. Like, after the War of Vengeance and before the Archon War is more or less when modern Teyvat got started. And then there was the Archon War, and then there was the placement of the Seven, and all that. So, but this era is, like, so shrouded in mystery. So, really cool that we're getting info on that. I missed a couple comments here. Good world missions from the Moon Scions. Alright, keep that in mind. A lot of outfits in Genshin aren't fit for combat, lol. Yeah, that's true. For me, it's more so the fact that Lauma's outfit is, like, skirting the censors so, delicately. Verna, my beloved. I will eventually know who that is. Okay, that is basically all I have to say right now. Yeah, I guess that's my verdict for this, like, introduction of Nod-Krai. Really cool first act. I'm really liking how they're setting everything up. It's a little different than how it is normally with the other nations, but, like, it's refreshing, I think. It is refreshing that there is a conflict going on, but we're not, like, immediately involved in all of that. Even though, you know, we're the honorary knight, the savior of X, Y, and Z, the Fatui obviously recognize us, we just kind of walked into a nation, and that was it. And that's pretty neat. Like I said, it's, like, refreshing. It's a bit different. So, yeah, that's, yeah. So, for next stream, I, hopefully I can stream on Friday. I really, really want to stream on Friday. But if I can't, as always, I'll stream when I can. As always, I'll stream when I can, but hopefully, if all goes well, I'll be able to stream on Friday, and, yeah, that's basically it. If I keep going, I'll just keep repeating myself, because I have that habit. Yeah, that's basically it. Thank you all for joining the stream. I mentioned this, like, near the start of it, but thank you so much, Mike W, for the $50. That is insane. It is always crazy when that happens. And till next stream, guys. Bye.